Hello Commanders, tonight Bob and I are going to play a game of Recon. It's Shaltari versus P.H.R, 4x4 table. We have 11 Recon markers, and we'll go over the army list next. I'm going back to P.H.R tonight. I've had my stint on UCM and decided it's time to get back to some basics. So my hand of the sphere, I have got a Hera, level 3 if I am not mistaken. I'm sorry, she's level 4. Level 4 with a Guardian and a pair of Apollos. In my Battle Pantheon, I have a Walk-on Phobos with an Apollo B. I have 2 Immortal squads, both identical. It's 2 stands of Immortals and a Triton with a pair of Helios in support driving on. None of the Tritons are armed, despite what the models say. My Heavy Pantheon, I have a squad of 2 Odins and a squad of 2 Enyos sharing a Nord. And then finally, in my Pegasus squad, I have a pair of Valkyries in a Triton and a pair of Sirens in a Triton. Neither Triton, again, is armed. Be back with Shaltari. Bob's playing with some of his newer Shaltari tribes units, so let's start with his gate group. He's got 3 Edens, 2 Spirits, and a Haven. I couldn't get that out of the mouth. Court of the Elders, we're looking at a Coyote who is a Shaman. Is that level 3?
It's whatever the first
level 2. Level 2 Shaman. 2 stands of Firstborns and a Ocelot. Sword point, he's bringing 3 Kukris and 2 Tarantula. Warrior clan, he's got 4 stands of Braves. Second warrior clan, 4 stands of Pungari and a Fire Drake. I'm looking at the list and focusing the camera elsewhere. Then we've got a Warfist with a Jaguar and a Dream Snare. And we've got a second Warfist with a single Jaguar. Alright, we'll be back after turn 1. We've got 1 in the books. And my camera's falling over. Basic deployment turn. A little bit of fighting going on. The Fire Drake came on and took a shot at the Apollo hiding back here. Or, I'm sorry, the Phobos hiding back here. There's an Apollo B next to him. His shot drifted to the left of the Phobos a little bit and did manage to clip the Apollo B back there. Did a point of damage on him. I've got 2 squads of infantry in buildings ready to search turn 2. He has Pungari over here who did get pelted by the Nord when it came on. He lost about a base, but he's still in good spirits to search. And he's got a squad of Braves over here ready to search in turn 2. So we will be back after that. Turn 2 is done. So let's go over what happened. The P.H.R. located in 2 buildings, searched for objectives, rolled 1s for both. So their Immortals are now moved up board, humiliated, insulted, and embarrassed at their inability to find anything other than booby traps. The Pungari back here rolled a 6, found an objective, jumped in their Haven, drove it off board, putting Shaltari up 2-1, or 2-0. And then the Braves back here found a piece of intel, putting Shaltari up 3-0. Fire Drake whiffed on the Apollo that jumped up on the bridge, took out a few more Pungari with his airburst rounds, and slowly but surely the rest of the P.H.R. army is advancing. Ocelot over here managed to put a huge thump into this building and take out 3 out of 5 on a stand of Valkyries. So the P.H.R. does not start finding some intel / objectives soon. This is going to be a really short game, but we'll be back after turn 3. That's turn 3. So the P.H.R.'s dice are their own worst enemy. I've had, what, 4?
4.
4 1s when searching for intelligence and blowing myself up. So that has helped the Shaltari a considerable amount. Slowly moving up board. There was a CQB here. I had 4 Sirens because 2 of them died in an explosion looking for intel. And 2 stands of Immortals with 2 dead from injuries looking for intel against just 2 Firstborn. Oh, I was obliterated. You can see there was only 2 Firstborn killed in the fight. It was nasty. On the back side of the board, you can see hints of it here. My command squad is advanced up. They did find a piece of intel. Currently, the score is 4-2.
Yes.
The Shaltari are leading going into turn 4. My Valkyries are going to search here, but they are just laying devastating fire on that. They've killed over a base of Valkyries, just shooting the building with them in it. Fortunately, due to my incredible intelligence finding of booby traps, there's no intelligence back here for them to find. So at least my blunders are costing them points at this point. The Odins got off of the Nord here, and they did manage to get in range of the Ocelot. Put 3 damage on her in 1 turn. They'll try to finish her off in turn 4. And the last Jaguar is on the field, all over here in the Dream Snare brick. You did lose what? You lost a Kukri and you lost a Tarantula. I have lost just a lot of infantry. It's not been a killy game. It's really been about intel and objectives. So we will be back after turn 4, and we'll see if we need more turns after that. Wrapping up turn 4, heading into 5. We were just discussing it's not been a particularly killy game. The command squad back here jumped back and almost popped the Dream Snare. The Odin squad here did manage to finish off the Ocelot. 1 Kukri remaining. So the infantry in the back structure here looked for their objective / intel, and would you believe I rolled a 5th one. The unit that was in this building was killed when the Jaguar ended up pummeling it with falling masonry. So I have 1 stand of Valkyries and a couple stands of Immortals in this building over here, getting ready to search with Firstborn hot on their tail. The Shaltari are in these 2 buildings getting ready to search. And that's really about it for the turn, isn't it?
Yeah, other than also the Kukri dropping,
I finally put my Inyus on the board.
Killed whatever it was down there.
Oh yeah, you did pop a Hera Guardian.
Yeah, that's about it. You tried putting some shots on the Spirit, that didn't work.
Yep, missed Spirit Gate in the middle there.
Protected him. I think that's
well, it's really going to come down to initiative. If I can drop that building with the Pungari in it and find an objective. Here's the series of events that I need to happen. I need to drop this building with the Pungari in it before they can search. You need to roll a 1 in that building. I need to find an objective in that building and get my Valkyrie off board in 2 turns. And I could win the game. Tie it if I didn't get them off and go to kill points. That's a lot of ifs.
That's all things you could potentially do.
If I can't level this building and you can pull 2 intel out of that, the game is pretty much down unless I roll an objective back there. No, if you get 2 intel, the game's over. I won't be able to get into a building and search again. So turn 5 may wrap it. We'll find out shortly. So here's turn 5. We went ahead and called the game. Here's what happened. So the Pungari activated and they found the intel there. That took Bob's score up to 5-3. My heavy squad, the 2 Inyos, the 2 Odins, and the Nord, unleashed hell on this building. Got it to within 2 points of being destroyed, and couldn't finish it off. So the very next activation were the Braves in that structure. They found another piece of intel, bringing Bob's score to 6, and they fled into the back building. My Valkyries over here found a piece of intel and left the Immortals behind that were with them to fight off the Firstborn coming after them. They jumped across the street to this structure. So, simple math of it is, even if I find an objective on turn 6, I can't get it all the way back across table to earn 2 points. So, the best case scenario is I level this building at the start of turn 6 so that he can't find that. I find an objective there, or another piece of intel, and it ends at a 6-5 Shaltari victory. As it stands right now, it's a 6-4 Shaltari victory. Ended up being a very good game. There was not a lot of destruction. I took off 2 kukri, a tarantula, a haven, which actually went to finding a piece of intel and rolling a 1, and his ocelot. He took out my Hera Guardian, both stands of Sirens, 2 stands of Immortals, and a stand of Valkyries. So it was not the most killy game we've had, but it was a good game. My dice certainly were devastating. We'll talk more about what caused everything to happen in the after action report. But besides that, it's a 6-4 Shaltari victory. Bob, you beat me.
I did. I did not expect that.
Check that out.
At all.
All right. Well, we'll be back with the after action report shortly. So hop on over and check that out. If you don't, thanks for watching this. Obligatory shout out, like, subscribe, share if you would. Thanks.